Hello everyone, it's the Pathfinder. We're back here with another video because Destined Rival, the SV10 set, is going to be released very soon, in a few days time. In fact, I'm happy to share that I got my case from the supplier that I've been working with in the last few weeks, and it was quite tough. I'm going to share a little bit more information with you, but before we go into more details, I just want to maybe show you a short clips about this, because this is actually the first time ever I've opened a case, actually, because in the past when I buy them, I usually keep them sealed, because in this situation, in this kind of market, I'm actually considering selling 1 or 2 boxes, when the release day is here, which is in a few days time. But I wanted to open them up just to take a look, and since if I'm going to sell 1 or 2 boxes anyway, so might as well have a look and also take a short video of this for memory's sake. Normally I don't open them because as you know, I'm usually a long-term investor, but like I explained in my earlier video about journey together, this is actually a pretty good time to sell, because normally you will not have a very good price right at release. Like for example, in Singapore at the moment, these boxes are going for about 320 or 310 if you want to undercut your the other people a little bit. But if you're lucky, you can even sell them higher, 320, 330 Singapore dollar. So in USD is probably close to 260, 270 dollar, something like that. So as you can see, 6 boxes of Destined Rivals. I got this from a very trusted supplier, so he got his stock straight from Maxsoft, a distributor in Singapore. And the funny story is that when I went to collect my case from him, I have because this guy is one of a kind, I would say. If I share more information about this, probably you can guess who I'm talking about. But this guy, he doesn't even collect deposit from me at all. So it is all by word of mouth. I didn't write it down in a message, or I think he wrote it down somewhere. I do not know how he kept a record of this, but he knows that I'm going to keep a case of this for me. And so when he got the stock from the distributor, I dropped by, and of course there was already people in the shop, because like I told you, I think couple of videos before, in Singapore, the shops I actually got their stocks 1 week early. So most of the shops in Singapore with access to distributor, they already have their stocks, so they are already selling it. So yeah, the moment when I went in to collect it, the shop owner actually told me, please wait a while, your stock is in my car and not in the shop, because they are selling at a much higher price in the shop, and they are not selling them in case, because he only got a few cases. So in the shop he's actually selling 1 box at a time, or 2 boxes at most, 2 regulars. So because he promised to reserve a case for me, so he gave it to me. Probably lucky that I went pretty early. I think it's just a few hours after he opened his shop. If I went a little bit later or the day after, probably he would have cut my allocation, because that's exactly what he told me. He said actually he considered cutting my allocation to half, which honestly I do not mind, because he gave me a price that is below MSRP in Singapore. MSRP in Singapore is $248, and I got my case cheaper. I will not tell what price I get it for, but definitely cheaper than that. And I'm very happy, even if he just gives me 1 or 2 boxes, I will be contented with that. Because at a market like this, honestly, if you, as an investor, like I always said, the only thing we will have to do in Pokemon, because Pokemon, we know as they age, especially booster boxes, the price will go up, right? It's going to be, this box especially, probably it's going to hit like $400, $500, $600 in 3 years time, if I'm going to guess. So if you just get it at a pretty good price, like below MSRP, and you just keep it for a few years, the price is going to go up. So at this market, when everybody's allocation is cut, even the old timers, people who have been buying from distributor for a long time, more than 10 years, 15, 20 years, even their allocation got really cut, you'll be lucky to get, you know, a few boxes at a good price. But I think it is more important to get them at a good price at a low volume rather than you try to buy at a high volume but at a very high price. Because if you do that, then yes, no doubt you have in stock, you know, a few cases. But if the price is very, very high, first of all, the downside risk is a lot higher. And at the same time, if for whatever reason Pokemon TCG really collapse, or this set somehow doesn't do well and everybody started hating it, and then you're probably gonna wait, you know, for a much longer time for it to recover, and so that you won't lose money, right? But if you get it at a good price, like a below MSRP, most of the time it is pretty safe. And if you don't sell in Singapore market, I would not say that it is very small. At the moment, the hype is quite high. There are people buying them. It's quite easy to sell in Facebook, which is another reason why I made this, you know, YouTube channel, because I wanted people to know that, oh, I'm here in the long run. The stocks I get are all real, so you don't have to worry about me scamming you. And I honestly only normally buy from, you know, trusted sources, and they get their stock directly from Maxsoft. So in a way, I'm like a first-hand owner of these things. I rarely buy from second-hand owners unless it is something that is, you know, much older. I just want, you know, a piece for my own collection. Otherwise, I don't do that. So all these boxes that I get, or if I'm going to sell it to you, you can be reassured that, I mean, these are authentic products and they're real. Which brings me to the next topic. So recently in Singapore, if you're Singaporean, you will know that this is a pretty long-running show on the Singapore television, Crime Watch. So usually they will report like a real life case. Of course, it's much dramatized, and you can see that Pokemon has actually gotten some heat, I would say, because it has been reported on Crime Watch about some scams that's going on. So in this video, if you want to watch the real thing, you can probably, I think you can find it in YouTube as well. But basically what happens is that this guy was a total scam. So he get pre-order for, I don't know what product, probably Destined Rival or maybe Prismatic Evolutions. So he you know, scam people of many tens of thousands of money. So maybe just take a look at this video.
He sold trading cards online, but instead of fulfilling the orders, he spent the money he received on lifestyle items, cheating 25 customers of $114,885. The accused also made a false police report to officers. Through thorough investigations and interviews, officers from Woodlands Division discovered a series of inconsistencies in the accused's statement and arrested him for his offenses. Those convicted of criminal breach of trust can be jailed up to 7 years or fined, or both. Those convicted for providing false information to a public servant can be jailed for up to 6 months, fined up to $5,000, or both.
Okay, I just want to stop this video right here. I won't show you the whole thing, but I just want to really remind people who are trying to scam people, please know that especially in Singapore, things are quite strict, and we are quite a small country, and there's really nowhere to run. And if somebody reports you to the police and things like that, if you really did something bad, most likely you're going to get caught. You have to face the consequence. So please think very, very carefully. I know there are many scammers out there, or at least people who are thinking about it, because the market is so hot. People are willing to pay very high prices because they know that these things has value now. There are many people who are looking to buy Pokemon product, and with demand, definitely there will come people who wants to take advantage of the situation. But please be very careful about this. Do not scam people. It's really bad. And this one is from Singapore Police Force. So this is actually a real situation. So since May 2025, they say there are 54 cases reported with total loss more than $111,000 Singapore dollar. So yeah, Pokemon trading cards mostly in carousel. So this is a second-hand selling platform, and basically anybody can go on there and set up shop and start selling. Of course, there are some anti-scam things that you can do to check, right? And yeah, so they also showed a screenshot. Maybe I can honestly, I would hope that they actually make this a clearer image, but it does not show who this actually is. But basically what it says is Destined Rival booster box, ETB, $55. This is a little bit crazy. Even this is probably like the cost price that people and the shops pay to max off and the distributor, because normally at the even the cheapest price that I've ever gotten is probably like $60 per box. If you buy them in multiple cases, it's probably $60 per ETB. $55. This guy is probably, even if it's real, he's probably close to breaking even. I don't think anybody will be selling at this price. And the photo actually shows a booster box rather than ETB. It says booster box elite trainer box case. Very, very interesting. So 100% allocation. Please don't trust any of this at the moment. Nobody is getting 100% allocation unless maybe you only order a case, and maybe they will allocate one case to you. But if you're normal, at least a medium-sized shop, and you're ordering more than a few cases, you will definitely be quite heavily allocated. At the moment, I've heard from the few shops that I asked, it's probably close to 10 to 15%. But of course, we also know that these things will come in waves. So in the next 2 months' time, probably there will be more stocks coming in. The shops are probably getting them, but at what price they're selling you, this I can't tell. So like I said in my earlier video, find a good supplier, find a good wholesaler that are willing to work with you and are trustworthy. And the one I found, I think he's a unicorn, or they are a unicorn, because he don't even get deposit from me. So I just walk in, pay him, and grab the case and go. But I like to support him or them as much as I can. So I'll drop by when I have time, talk to them, just chit chat, have fun, and just buy whatever I'm looking for. I give them a little bit of business here and there. So you scratch my back, I scratch yours. So that's how business goes, right? That's how you build relationship. There are actually people asking me, how do you even network and start building relationship? It's exactly like how you, build relationship with a friend, or if you're trying to date somebody, that's exactly the same way. Be friendly with them, give them some candy, carrots here and there, and they will look after you when you need them. Right, so that's what I wanted to share, and please do not FOMO. I think there's another one. This one I wanted to share. Yeah, so this guy also got lucky. He was allocated to Destined Rival ETB at $65, which is very good price from his pre-order. Of course, he opened it up and he got shit. No, he didn't say shit. He said horrible hits. Sorry, I misread that. Not shit, right? And yeah, he said this could be you, but at 160 per ATB. Actually, now I think it's selling for 140, 150. Yeah, still very expensive. Please do not FOMO. I agree to a certain extent, especially ETB, because this is a normal set. The booster box price will hold quite well. Not at $300 well, but I believe it's going to drop to 200 plus, close to MSRP. In maybe not in the next 2 months, but you give it enough time, maybe half a year next year, when more new sets comes out, more attention goes somewhere else, and people start forgetting about this set, then the price will drop, just like any other sets in the past. So if you're looking to buy, whether you are going to invest or you just want to buy one to keep, to collect, or to rip, I honestly suggest wait for it. Down here, there are also people who say that here it says, yeah, I got a pre-order for one booster box for $170. I think this is even cheaper than the price I got. So good for you, low technology. Yeah, but that's what I wanted to share today. So don't FOMO, don't fall into scams. Please be extra careful if you're going to buy from anybody. Make sure you pay them when you see the stock. Yeah, good luck in the release. I hope you have better luck than me. See you in the next one.